Hey, what is up everyone, and welcome back to another video. Today we're taking a look at HBAR, which is currently up 0.5%. Now, the entire market has just been consolidating over the past few days, as you can see here on HBAR. There really hasn't been any movement. Volume has slowed down and so has volatility. The entire week we were looking forward to FOMC, which was on Wednesday, and as you can see we had a slight green candle, but the next day that was completely reversed and we really just didn't move in price at all. Now, in today's video we're going to be jumping into exactly where I think HBAR could be going over the next few days, and as well as the entire crypto market. But before we look into all of that, I want to ask you guys to check out the Discord down below. You can see on the screen right now just how many trades our members have been winning. It's absolutely insane. So yeah, make sure you join up, start copy and pasting the trades into your exchange and start profiting like you're seeing on the screen right now. Back to HBAR. So yeah, overall HBAR hasn't really moved, and just to quickly recap our entry strategy, our initial entry was on at 22 cents, somewhere around here, and this was all on spot, by the way. We weren't looking for any futures long trades at this level, and our second entry was right here at 18 cents. So we're practically back to our second entry. We are quite close to break even, as we did do a efficiency strategy where, say we entered with 10,000 here. On the second level we're looking to increase that entry by 20 to 50%, so 15,000 at this level. What that essentially will do is bring down the average entry really low. So instead of being 10,000 here and the average entry gets split, maybe even a bit higher due to spreads and fees and whatnot, the way we did it, our entry actually got split all the way down to roughly just under 19 cents, or 19 cents right here. So that's how much it affects it. It might only be a few cents, but when we do eventually start going back up, as you can see here, we get into profits way quicker, and our profits are just multiplied. So you can see here, obviously the market really reacted to this level well, and we got a lot of good news on HBAR, which pumped up a lot. We instantly reversed and we instantly went back to profits, and we hit like 40% profit at these levels, which was insane. Obviously then the market did reverse. Crypto reserve news came out, which wasn't as positive as everyone would have hoped due to the poor execution, and now we're back sort of just trading at these highs and lows, just kangarooing sideways. So yeah, the market's not been too ideal. We have been hitting a lot of great trades in the Discord, which I mentioned at the start of the video, so make sure you join up. But those again are day trades and short swing trades instead of these longer term trades that I do in the videos. Now overall, even Bitcoin hasn't really been moving ideally in the great direction. It's been moving up slightly, but this is just a dead cat bounce, similar to what we saw here, where we pumped up a bit and then dumped. The same thing's going to happen here if we don't get any resolution in the market. So this is a huge resistance level right here, anywhere from 88 to 91,000 is a huge resistance, and you can see here we've already started to resist that level. So if we're unable to break above and actually start building on this as support, similar to what we did right here, then chances are we're most likely going to just end up dumping back down to 69,000, as we still have to fill up these gaps. And this is the fib at the 1.786 level as well, which would be a decent support, especially considering this massive run up that we had. So that's what we're looking for in BTC. Again, this isn't a crypto driven crash nor a downfall really. It's more so just based on the actual economy of the US. As you can see, the S&P also fell by 10%, and you have to remember the S&P is worth $55+ trillion, or it was towards the highs. 10% wiped out is $5 trillion, which is huge. So yeah, it's not been the best, and you can see here there's a comparison between 2025, 24 and 23, even 2022 this is actually a great comparison. So yeah, we can see 2025 isn't as bad as 2020 was. It's very similar to 2022, which was practically an entire bear market for the S&P. But again, once people start to realize that Trump is how Trump sort of performs in office and the way he works, which is quite volatile, it's quite the opposite to Biden, which again, the market liked Biden simply because there was absolutely no change done and the market could just perform as it would perform. Whereas with Trump, I mean, he even said there's going to be short-term pain in the market, and again, I'd rather experience the short-term pain, but we see exponential growth over the next few months and years whilst he's in office, than this really slow growth of 10-20% a year. I think even if we recap to when Trump was in office, I think the market performed a lot better as well. So yeah, overall, once people start to realize how Trump works, the market will react a lot less to how he, all the news that comes out regarding him. And if we look here at the exact date, in 24 we were up 10%, 23 we were up 3%, 2022 we were down 6%, 21 up 6%, and right now we are down 3%. So it's actually pretty average for the S&P to be performing like this. Trump came into office roughly in January, where we hit an all-time high and then obviously dumped down. But again, this is very early days, and we will probably continue to trend back up. The main thing I think Trump is waiting for is obviously going to be the rate cuts. Now, the next FOMC meeting we have is going to be in May, and that's going to be back-to-back rate cut or FOMC meetings, so May, June, July. And during those 3 months, if we're able to get some rate cuts, you'll see the market perform really, really well. Can we take a look at this chart on BT as well? Yes, we can. So yeah, I think once we get those, you'll see the market perform a lot better. If we get back-to-back rate cuts, you'll see absolutely exponential growth. So yeah, that's what we have to look forward to. Again, we can take a look at the previous bull run of 2020 to 2025. I mean, I say bull run, it was really only a year, and sort of how that performed. So in 2020, take a look here and compare it to how everything's performing right now. It actually isn't wanting to show us. So here, let's just compare it to, you know, this time. 2020, Bitcoin was just consolidating, not really moving. 21, we had 100% growth. That's when the bull run ran into. 2022 down 7%, 23 up 70%. Right now we're down 11%. Isn't great, but I think we will reverse back up eventually. Like, even if we compare to 2021, you can see we started off very, very strong, up 35%, 40%. We did dip back down, went to, I think, 5%. Yeah, 5% up, which was down from 40% up. And then we did continue trending back up. And you have to remember, this is in a much better time than 2021 was. And even in 2021, we dumped back down to 1% up, because right now we have pro crypto president, a pro crypto SEC, which dropped its lawsuit against XRP. We have so much good news, and once the market starts to realize that a lot more, and everything cools down with the economy and political issues, you'll start to see the market perform a lot better. That's all we have to wait for. This isn't a reflection of the market at all, and that's why I think it's so important to accumulate these alts, because they're at extreme low areas. HBAR down at 18 cents. This is such easy 2x, you know, up to 39 cents. This isn't even an all-time high, it's a previous high. All-time high, this would give us, what is it, 3.2x. Insane. You know, so many coins are down at extreme levels, which are great to DCA at. And again, it's not like we're going all in at one specific area. You know, we have another DCA level at 12 to 11 cents in case the market does continue to fall. So it's very, very important to just keep on planning and plan for the worst, you know, in case we do continue to dump, but also expose yourself a bit. Don't be afraid to enter with a small part of your portfolio. You know, at the current entry, I think 18.5 is great. Maybe wait till 18 if you really want, and set another DCA level at 12, 11, and just hold. The market will reverse back up. It's not like we're gonna enter a bear market forever, and I think this is just a start. You know, alts have only been up, or at least started pumping up since November, and compared to previous, you know, we started pumping from December, hit the all-time high in March, so similar to what's happened now, but obviously we started dumping off a lot earlier, more like in January, so everything's getting a lot slower. You know, if we compare it to the previous run, started pumping up in November, similar to here, and then this is where we really start to fall, but this dump is just lasting a lot longer. Like, compare now, pumped up in December, January, you know, hit the top like we did there, started dumping off. The previous dump lasted maybe a few weeks, but it only lasted a few weeks, whereas now it's obviously lasted 2 to 3 months. So yeah, and that's just simply due to how everything's gone on. But regardless, I think we will see a continuation to the upside very, very soon once the market does clear up. Now, if you did enjoy today's video and you did find it helpful, please do make sure to like and subscribe. And if you want to be getting my trades every single day, then check out the Discord down below. If you need a place to buy, sell, or trade cryptocurrency for the lowest fees with the best sign-up bonuses, then check out all the exchanges down below. Thank you all for watching. I'll see you all tomorrow. Goodbye, guys.